Good morning, everyone. Controller Scott back here at LAX, and today I'm flying to Salt Lake City on Delta Airlines in the Comfort Plus product, and I'm also going to check out their Sky Club lounge here at LAX in Terminal 3. Let's go.
Delta 1434 LA Tower, cross runway 24 left, runway 24 right, line up and wait. Delta 1434, wind 260 at 5, runway 24 right, cleared for takeoff. Hi everyone, I'm Scott. I'm an air traffic controller by day and a travel enthusiast year-round. I love premium travel, and when possible, I love to leverage my credit card benefits for exciting trips. So come along for the journey. If you enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment below and let me know what you think of this experience. It is much appreciated, and I am very grateful for your support. Keep watching until the end of this video to find out where I'm headed next. LAX, it is busy as usual. I just parked my car across the street from Terminal 3 where Delta Airlines check-in is. Parking at LAX is pricey, particularly near the terminals. I paid $58 to park here for a day. Valet is $75. My question to you is, would you pay the extra $17 per day to valet? I was fine without it, but let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think. Across the street from parking is Delta's renovated Terminal 3 at LAX. As I walk in and check the status of my flight going to Salt Lake City, what is currently on my mind is the first stop this morning for me. Up the escalators past Delta's self-service check-in and security is the Delta Sky Club at LAX. Delta has really cut back and restricted access on their lounges in an attempt to curb overcrowding. I will discuss how I was able to get access toward the end of this video. After scanning my boarding pass and my American Express Platinum card, it granted me access into this lounge. Up the escalator, I find a lot of people in here. Since Delta has restricted access to their lounges even more, I can only imagine what it was like last year before the new rules went into effect. This is my first time ever at a Delta Sky Club. This was breakfast time. To start, Delta provides Starbucks coffee with plenty of machines to make your favorite hot drink. They also have a machine full of Coca-Cola branded products. Where I thought this lounge shined is with their food offerings. For an airline branded lounge, I was very impressed. There really is something for everyone here. Whether you want a continental style breakfast or something hot, they have it. They also have items that cater to dietary restrictions. Just make sure you read the description of the food item first. And then there is the Delta Sky Club Taco Bar. Yes, it is still breakfast time, but why not? I did not get anything here, but I will say it smelled very good. Here's what I got for breakfast. I kept it simple today. All the food looked fresh and tasted delicious. Now that I have eaten, let me show you more of this lounge. Towards the back of the Delta Sky Club at LAX are shower rooms available in case you are on a long journey and want to freshen up. My favorite part of this Sky Club though is their outdoor terrace. For someone like me, it is a perfect place for plane watching. They also have a full bar available as well. LAX is a perfect place to have an outdoor area as the weather is good for much of the year. Even on a cloudy morning like this, I thought the weather was very comfortable. Delta did a great job designing this lounge, and I hope to return again soon. I thought this lounge is better than the Amex Centurion Lounge, which I reviewed when I went to Dublin on JetBlue. But I have a flight to catch now, so it's time to depart the Delta Sky Club at LAX. Out the window in the concourse are a bunch of Boeing 737-800s. The one in the middle would be my plane to Salt Lake City. The walk to Gate 35 in Terminal 3 only takes about 5 or 6 minutes from the Sky Club. My plane today is registration number November 384 Delta Alpha, built in 2000. Today I am going to sit in Delta's Comfort Plus product, which grants Zone 3 boarding. Zone 3 is relatively early in their boarding process. It is still economy class but has generous legroom, about 2 to 3 inches more than standard economy. This flight is only an hour and 24 minutes today, so it does not have the suite of amenities a long international flight would. The additional cost of the seat was $30 each way, which I felt was worth it to be more comfortable for this relatively short flight. I'll go over how much I paid for this round trip at the end of this video. In addition to the extra legroom, you're sitting closer to the front of the cabin, which means not only you get to board earlier, but you're also able to get off the plane sooner upon arrival at the gate. In Delta Comfort Plus, flights over 251 miles offer complimentary beer and wine, and flights over 500 miles offer other complimentary spirits. There are also dedicated overhead bins just for these seats. This could come in handy as overhead bin space sometimes can be hard to get. However, on a flight like this one, I feel you are primarily just paying for the extra legroom for one of these seats. As we are ready to depart LAX for Salt Lake City, I am in for a window seat treat for this flight. It was a spectacular day for flying, and I am so glad you're here to check it out. As my flight climbs above the marine layer out of LAX and I await the unique scenery of the Mojave Desert, the in-flight service begins. Today, I just opted to get a cup of water on this flight. Delta had snacks available from a basket that included Biscoff cookies, Sun Chips, and almonds. Now, on the seat back in front of me is Delta's entertainment screen. Delta has a robust entertainment selection on many of its planes, all complimentary. If you need a headset, Delta should hand these out prior to departure as well. They were also complimentary and they were offered before this flight. They have a USB-A plug in the unit which I use to charge one of my devices. There's also 2 shared plugs beneath the 3 seats in this row. Delta offers complimentary Wi-Fi to all its frequent flyer members of SkyMiles, their frequent flyer program. It is free to join, so make sure you do this prior to your Delta flight so you can get free internet on your flight. As I look at the live TV stations available, I think it's time to go to my favorite part of the entertainment screen. The flight tracker. Delta's flight tracker is very good, and the quality is on par with the one I previously reviewed on my JetBlue flights to Dublin. The flight tracker today will allow me to know when I'm getting close to some of the unique scenery on this route. As I see miles of the Mojave Desert below, we are getting close to the state line between California and Nevada. If you look real closely, there are 3 shiny objects on the ground. This is the Ivanpah Solar Electric Generating Station. It is known to power 140,000 homes in California. Just north of this area across the state line is a small airport in the town of Jean. Somewhere around this area will be a new airport, perhaps in the next decade, that will serve as a commercial reliever to Harry Reid International in Las Vegas. Construction is currently expected to start in 2029 and is supposed to be operational in 2037. As we flew over Las Vegas, my side of the plane did not face the Las Vegas Strip. Instead, as Henderson, Nevada passes underneath the plane, Lake Mead appears in the distance. It is at this point of the flight where in just a few minutes the Mojave Desert ends and the high terrain of Utah begins. This means we're starting to get close to Salt Lake City. As we approach Salt Lake City, don't be deceived by this lake. It is not the Great Salt Lake. I'll show you that at the end of this video. This is Utah Lake, a freshwater lake. So as I wrap up this experience in Delta Comfort Plus, I think the extra legroom on this flight is worth it at the price point that I paid. The seat was comfortable, and between the snacks and the entertainment that Delta provides, I think it can make the flight feel quick. When I paid for my ticket, I bought my flight 7 days in advance and paid $280 round trip. I also paid an extra $60 round trip for Delta Comfort Plus, so the total for this trip was $340 round trip. I paid for my trip on my American Express Platinum card to get 5 times the points. I also used the Platinum card to allow me access into the Delta Sky Club at LAX. The Platinum card allows 10 entries per year into the Delta Sky Clubs, but it does not allow for guest access. Guests pay $50 each and a maximum of 2 guests are allowed. Also, you must fly Delta to get in. If you want unlimited access to the Sky Clubs with the Amex Platinum, you would have to spend $75,000 in a calendar year on the card just to get that. There are other ways to access Delta Sky Clubs, but do not buy a basic economy fare. That will lock you out of the club even if you have access or a Delta Sky Club membership. Salt Lake City is a big Delta hub, and I would totally fly them again to Utah. It was a great flight. When I left Salt Lake City, the flight departed north and banked west. It was an opportunity to get a great view of the Great Salt Lake. Thank you, Delta Airlines, and all of your employees who made this a great trip. And thanks to you for watching my video. Please like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Also, please comment on it and subscribe to my channel. All of it is free, and I'm super appreciative of your support. My next trip takes me to Phoenix, Arizona on United Airlines in first class. Is first class worth it for a short flight? Stay tuned to find out. In the meantime, be safe out there, and for now, so long.